We are going to see first Frost, though, and that should be interesting when they're already 2 points up here. Maybe getting a little cockier, maybe really trying to surprise them for one last round to take this to map 2.
Yeah, and this is something that Lanchonete have been really good at doing. Just, oh, that is a great spot actually for that Jmot mine, because nobody's gonna look all the way down there to the side.
Yeah.
And it means that even if you try to run in behind it, you will still get stunned for the second.
Yeah, the range on those things is brutal. It just needs line of sight.
Yeah. Just trying to spot one player here though. Novi's falling right into the Ella trap that was set to the side of this B-sec, taking more damage as we see Revolts getting the kill.
What is up, bras? And today we are bringing you the final Pro League tips video until the 6th Invitational, which is gonna start today. And what better way to do that than the finals match between Lanchonete and BRK. Now in this match we see Lanchonete, spoiler alert, beat them, and we are going to see them be played in the 6th Invitational, so super excited for that. They're a very, very clever team, and I cannot wait to see more from them. They are underdogs in a lot of their matches, and they were able to pull it off. This first spot, really self-explanatory, really great element placement. A lot of times when people drop from the kitchen hatch, they'll back up to the west wall, and that's going to set it off, leave them insanely vulnerable. And also, just got to let you guys know, for anybody that's new joining the Pro League tips video, I go in order. I choose my favorite spot for the title, but then I go in order of how the match went. So I'm going to leave timestamps down below. This game was absolutely huge, 4 different maps. So if you want to just skip around to the certain spots, go ahead and feel free to do so down below. For tip number 2, we are going on to the second map, which is going to be Oregon. And we got a really nice Valkyrie camera spot that you can throw a couple different ways. Now, the way that we saw it in the Pro League matchup was towards the right-hand side, and from here you'll be able to see both hatches very easily, as well as both entrances easily. Now, another alternative method to throw this camera is if you throw it a little bit more to the left, you'll be able to see a little bit more of the hallway on the right-hand side, but if you do that, you won't be able to see the hatches good. So kind of pick and choose, and then use whichever one that you like more.
Sacrifices, but nonetheless, at least the first kill on the board for Yuna. Feeling good about that blitz. Spawns maybe should slow things down a little bit. Hard to do as a 3-speed, right? You don't want to walk as slow as a blitz.
And GCR staying all the way to the back with the Glaz.
He's definitely hoping for someone to give themselves away. Still plenty of time for things to shake up here. I like this angle though, hoping you can catch someone coming down that hallway.
Alright, now moving right along to tip number 3, we got a crazy pixel peak line of sight that is gonna be coming all the way from the construction site all the way up through the dorms. So you guys most likely know the junkyard line of sight that's gonna take care of part of the hallway in dorms. Now this one is gonna take care of the east hand side of the dorms hallway. An absolutely insane angle. I'm gonna climb up here, show you guys exactly where these shots land. They're gonna go through the wall, cut off complete rotations, and hit all the way into the side bedroom. And then even if they have a mirror, you'll still be able to shoot at the wall and hit anybody that's rotating in or out.
ADS and then moving in bit by bit. They need to rely on him, keep him all the way back to support Revolts, but there's 20 seconds remaining, and this is the time to get moving. Oh, Cyber, nicely done, getting the kill. GCR can't hold off the second angle against him.
Alright, now I've seen this in a Pro League video before, but I haven't really used it too much as of recent. The setup that I've been doing lately is you place a couple barbed wires so that you know once somebody takes that first step on the staircase, and you can see that if I'm on the bottom and I shoot up, that's where the bullet lands. That's my line of sight. If I'm just laying down at the top right here, they're not even going to be able to see me. So even if they drone me out, if you have a Jaeger ADS that can stop grenades, once you hear the barbed wire, just peek up and completely wipe them out. Such a good little sneaky spot.
Well, now Lanchonete, as you're saying, going for Yuna on the blitz. Really want to see how he plays it up, because previously on this sort of attack, it did not work out at all for him. And oh, GCR, oh, because that slide can kill you.
Yeah.
That slide, it happens sometimes if you get on an odd angle on that slope, and you just fall all the way down and die.
It looked like he's being a little cautious for that reason.
Now this next spot is funny. I've never covered anything like this in a video before. And this is basically like little sections of the map that you need to watch out for. Now, you guys could see in the video clip that if you hit the wrong spot, you're gonna actually slide down the side. And if you can't control it, you're gonna actually end up falling to your death. So whenever you're on the very top of the tall tower, just be aware of this and be sure to be careful where you step. You definitely don't want to use parkour spots like this.
For a couple teams, if I recall correctly, in the Italian tourney as well, that always went bar gaming, and they never went to the basement.
Alright you guys, so we are going to be on map number 3, and this one's going to be on Chalet. And this is just going to be a really quick tip on how you guys should pretty much never climb this ladder unless you are 100% sure that the office and the windows are clear and you're not going to get hit. The main reason being is not only is this a really common Valkyrie run out, but a lot of people will just lay underneath of this doorway and get a very easy headshot on anybody climbing up. As you can see, while I go through the animation, you can't pull your gun out or defend yourself in any way. So whenever you want to go up onto the canine balcony, either rappel up next to one of these pillars. You can see that I don't get the option unless I'm next to the pillar. Or what you can do is come over here, do another little small parkour trick, and just climb up the secondary ladder next to the office and the kitchen window. And from here, then you can actually run, vault, and pre-fire this little office. And it's going to throw a lot of people off guard. And not many people are going to realize on how exactly you got up there.
That he knows best.
If I'm wrong, I'm sure he will correct me. And if I am, I apologize. Anymore? Because you've got anchors who can do things like this, such as Mute, who have C4s. Nice C4 there from one on a GCR above. And yeah, that's why you're typically going to bring someone who's a little bit more dynamic, especially in our current meta. But, I mean, we do sometimes see Docs and Rooks these days. I mean, mostly Echo.
Alright, now for our next tip on Chalet, this is going to be another really nice Valkyrie camera. This one's going to be in the master bedroom. A bunch of different ways you can throw it. If you get it high enough, you can actually see through the little cracks and get a little bit of some lines of sight onto the outside in order for you to see if anybody's kind of camping out. But where this is gonna really shine is where you're gonna be able to place nitro cells on the top of the floor. Like you guys saw in the previous clip, he was able to pick and choose exactly where to throw it in this little hallway and get a very, very cheeky kill with his C4.
Just trying to do some, I guess, some renovation work downstairs on that wall. But situated from above, basement is this is the first time we will see basement come out, as they will guard wine cellar and snowmobile garage, and yikes.
Hardcore parkour from Cyber, yielding him a kill, pardon.
Alright you guys, now the moment we've all been waiting for, the new parkour spot on top of this helicopter right here. This is such a nice spot to get up on top and clear out the library and even deeper inside of the very top floor on Chalet. From these little boxes on the left hand side of the helipad, you will be able to see almost every single window that is on the west hand side of Chalet. And from the top left window, that's where we got the kill in the previous clip and you guys saw it. And this one is so nice, especially if you're Glaz. You can open up all these walls. I'm gonna go up there and show you exactly where these shots landed. And you guys be sure to use this spot the next time you play Chalet and you guys need to clear out roamers or just hold angles on anything. This is such a good spot. Cannot wait to try it out. If you guys happen to get some kills with this spot, be sure to DM it to me over on Instagram and I'll be sure to feature the brahs. Absolutely love this one.
So to speak.
Yeah.
So outside of the norm and something that isn't routine is of course always wonderful to see. Now, heading into this round, we've gotten into just over 30.
Alright you guys, now if you guys just quickly blinked or anything, you may have missed this spot. Now this spot that he was using was a spot that Noted found a few weeks back, and we actually featured this one on our 150k video. This was our 100th tip and we saw it again in this Pro League match. This spot is absolutely sick. It's basically a Chalet angle that is completely evolved from the normal rock vault up, you can actually turn and re-vault up and get an even deeper angle through the kitchen and into the trophy room. So 100% credit goes to you, Noted. Absolutely sick spot.
That does not mean you can fall all the way back and expect the plant not to go down. I mean,
Alright, now you guys couldn't really tell what was going on behind that little scoreboard, but this is what I do. I absolutely love to dissect these games and figure out exactly what's going on. Now from right here, you can actually do a much quicker rotation as compared to if you run all the way around here, especially if the garage gets opened up, you're a sitting duck. You're going to get shot in the ass and taken out. From right here, you can vault up on top of the garbage can and then actually re-vault over the railing. So a little bit of a mini parkour spot on Consulate. Nice spot though to keep in mind.
Change up not just the operators that you play, but the actual roles that you play, be they on site or aggressive off-site or even roamers. So with that said, Cyber's still very far away and trying to vault up and get good coverage onto the balcony just in case somebody does opt to push out and get one of those repelled attackers on the south wall by projector.
Alright, now I really like angles where you can counter really aggressive players. Sometimes it can be very frustrating to play against. This one's the exact definition of that. From here, you can vault up on top of this railing and watch the very common run out on the balcony. Now, yeah, you can watch this angle from pretty much anywhere, but when you stand on top of the railing or even the car, you can get such a nice angle and pretty much get them as soon as they start to vault over. Now, you guys can see these shots. It doesn't necessarily take anybody out at head level, but anytime somebody will approach the window, they're going to get completely annihilated. But for any of you guys that are still watching this, I want to thank you guys all so much. It took me a few days to get this one done. An absolutely massive game. 2.5 hours was about how long the video and Pro League game lasted because it was best of 5. It didn't actually make all 5, went to round 4. I cannot wait to get into the new matches with the 6th Invitational. Let me know who your guys' favorites are to win. And of course, as always, I'll leave the final moments of the game where we see Lanchonete take the map, and we will see them in the 6th Invitational coming up. I love you guys all. See you guys all very soon in the next video. Peace.
Mira going to be holding that main garage by the back of White. We have a twitch inside of lockers. Cyber looking for the angles, not able to find one yet. He will light up the mute, but Spawn's able to get away with his life. Last minute of the round, a missed smoke here from one. That is really detrimental here. And I think there's still a C4 on Revolt, so once the actual push comes in, it's going to be difficult to hold at the front of White.
Yeah, with the smoke, definitely that is a huge loss because you don't have the coverage that you would with just one. We'll see another one go out, which will manage to block panel number 3, but regardless, still won't be able to get too much out of it. You see that the C4 does come out from spawns, but Cyber guns him down, but FK on the flank eliminates PX, and it's all up to One and Cyber to keep their dream of going to Montreal alive. The Twitch on the roam, coming in now through corridor, but that ump of Yuna able to eliminate one, and it's just the Twitch. Pinning their hopes in a 1v4, the Vector will do some significant damage to the wall, or rather, sorry, the Scorpion will, and it's Cyber all holed up through the wall, now gets pressured by the Vector. They know the position, Cyber comes in, and they'll trade it off, and Lanchonete will go to Montreal to represent Latin America, as they are your champions from the R6 LATAM Invitational Playoffs.